Hello there, my wonderful yogis. So today I've got a very special practice for you. It's all about mindfulness. So mindfulness is just about being in the present moment. Yoga, meditation, they are brilliant spaces or times where we can deliberately practice being mindful, being in the present moment. However, you can continue mindfulness in everyday life. These are just some ways for you to practice. So today we're going to incorporate some mindfulness meditation, and then we're going to take that with us as we move through the practice, from really subtle, gentle movements through to when our muscles and our body might be sending louder messages to us, and we can notice them all with acceptance of what is there, with non-judgment of how we're feeling, and no trying to control it or change it, just noticing. So you're going to be a witness in your own experience, in your own body for the next 20 or so minutes, and I really hope you enjoy it. You don't need any props or equipment today, but I always encourage you to have a pillow or a cushion or a block nearby in case you'd like to modify anything, which you absolutely can do at any time. I also encourage you to have a bottle of water nearby and have that anytime you feel you need. I really hope you enjoy today's practice, and I'll see you back here on the mat. Okay, so we're going to begin at the top of our mat standing today. So stand comfortably, legs hip width apart. I'm just going to stand here so you can see me better. If you're comfortable, close down your eyes. If not, just soften your gaze, look down in front of you. Place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your belly. And just take a moment here. Let's get into the state of mind, of mindfulness. And we can take that throughout our practice today. So I want you to begin by listening. What can you hear outside? What noises can you hear? Can you hear any more noises in your environment? Try and listen to them all. How about internally? Can you hear any noises inside of you? Can you smell anything? Can you taste anything right now? Just notice. And notice what you can feel. Can you feel your feet on your mat? Your clothes on the skin? The temperature of the room. Can you feel your breath moving in and out of your nose, your lungs? Where in your body does your breath reach? Now slowly flutter your eyelids open in your own time. And taking that mindfulness, that noticing, that accepting whatever is there without any judgment, without trying to change it, just being in the present moment by noticing. Let's move through our practice. So check that your feet are hip width distance apart. Bend your knees and lift your hand up and overhead, coming to prayer if they can, if not, shoulder width apart. As you exhale, slowly bend, tilting from your hips down into forward fold, bringing your body weight forwards into your toes. And just hang here for a moment, having your knees bent as much as you need, letting your hands dangle. Noticing, what does it feel like to hang upside down like this? To let gravity draw down your arms, your head, shaking your head, nodding your head, making sure everything is loose and relaxed. Perhaps swaying, noticing. Slide your hands up to your shins or your thighs to get a nice flat back, and then lower back down again. Bend your knees to place your hands on the mat, stepping one foot back and then the other. Lowering your knees down to the mat, shifting forwards, bringing your chin and chest down to the mat, elbows tucked in, and then pressing through into a baby cobra. Top of the feet and your hips press into the mat here. Exhale to come back up into down dog. Come to all fours, tap your toes, up to downward facing dog. And again, notice here, what does this feel like today? Beautiful. Come to your tippy toes, bend your knees, look forward between your hands, step forwards with your right foot between your hands. Walk it up if it doesn't quite make it, that's absolutely fine. Lower the heel of your your left foot down, so your toes are pointing to about halfway up your mat. And then you're going to windmill open, beginning with your left hand, to come into warrior two. Checking that your knee is tracking over your toes. There is a strength in the outside of your back foot. It's really pressing down into the mat. Shoulders over hips, looking out beyond your right hand. This may be louder. This may be easier to notice how you're feeling now. You might feel burning sensation. You might feel some heat. There's no need to change it. You can do it. Just notice. Amazing. Now place your left hand on your leg, your left leg. Open your palm of your right hand up towards the ceiling, and then straighten the front leg, coming into a straight leg reverse warrior. As you exhale, bend that front leg again. Bring your elbow to rest on your front shin, and bring your left hand up and overhead, looking towards your armpit if that's comfortable, or down towards the mat if not. Inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to open up your left foot so it's equal with your right foot, and you're going to come down. So really try and draw your pelvis in underneath you. Again, notice the burn, feel the burn. You've got this. Practice being aware without trying to change it. Inhale. As you exhale, you're going to shift your body over your left leg. Bring your hands down either side of that left foot and straighten your right leg, drawing those toes in towards you. And lifting your chest up and open. Inhale again here. And as you exhale, you're going to pivot around to the back of your mat. And you're going to then lower your foot down and come back into warrior two. So lift your right hand up to windmill out. Your back toes are pointing halfway up your mat, knees straight, looking out, noticing. Feeling strong, in control. Place your right hand down on your back leg. Open your palm up towards the ceiling. Straighten that front leg, coming into reverse warrior. And then exhale, bend your front leg. Bring your elbow to rest on it and your right hand up and overhead. Looking up or down, whatever's more comfortable in your neck. Inhale here. As you exhale, come back up, open up your right foot. So both toes are pointing towards the corner of your mat. Chest open, breathing, staying calm and in control and noticing. As you exhale, bring your body weight over your right foot. Straighten your left foot, drawing your toes back, opening up the chest. If you can, lower your heel down to the floor, that's great. If not, just stay on your toes, that's absolutely fine. Wonderful. Now walk your hands around to the right, back to the front of your mat. Heel toe your foot out. Beautiful stuff. And now you're going to step back into downward facing dog again. Excellent. Now on your next inhale, lift your right leg up into the air. It doesn't need to go high. Try and keep your hips in alignment. And as you exhale, bring it forward in between your hands. Now heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. That foot across to the left side of your mat and then lower your knee down. Coming into pigeon here. So to begin with, check back, make sure your leg and your feet go out in a straight line. Coming up tall, getting a lovely back bend here. Inhale. And you can stay here, or on the exhale, you might like to fold forward. You might like to come onto your forearms. You might like to stack your hands and lay your forehead on your hands. Whatever's comfortable for you. And notice, how is this feeling in your body? What is your breath like right now? Great. Now slowly coming back up, sitting up tall. You're going to tuck your back toes, press into your hands and your back feet, and you're going to come back into downward facing dog here. Notice your hand, all four corners of your hands pressing into the mat here. Keep that breath calm and controlled. Brilliant. On your next inhale, sweep your left leg up into the air. And as you exhale, bring it in between your front hands and then heel toe across to the right side of your mat, then bring your knee down. If you find this quite strong, drawing your foot closer to your body, it makes it less strong. So having your shin parallel to the front of the mat can be very challenging. Drawing your foot in can make it a bit easier. So take whatever you need here. Again, incorporating a back bend here by opening the chest. And then staying there or moving down to your forehands or forehead as you wish here. And notice here how this feels in your body. Does this feel different than the other side? And notice your mind. Is it full of thoughts? Are you planning? Is it telling you to stop? Just notice. Excellent. Now slowly coming back up. You can shift back down onto that left glute and swing your leg around. We're going to come into a kneeling position now. So have your toes tucked underneath you and just slowly walk your hands up, back and up your legs. For me, this is one of the most challenging poses in yoga. We don't really have the opportunity to bend our toes or stretch our toes a lot, and it can be a lot. So just be wherever you need. If it's here, if it's here, if you need to take breaks, please do that. Do try and get your little toes tucked as well, so they're pressing on the mat as well. So you're getting that beautiful stretch all through your toes. And once you've found that place that's comfortable for you, notice. Notice the signals being sent up to your mind from your body, from as far down as your toes. Those messages. Beautiful. Now walking back down, untucking your toes. You might like to just give them a little bit of a bend and a flex and a point. Stretch them out a little bit. We don't do enough movement, enough care often with our toes, with our feet. Excellent. Now bring the soles of your feet to the outside of your yoga mat, and we're just going to windscreen wiper. That's pretty Australian, maybe windshield wiper or windscreen wiper depending on where you live, with our legs. So bringing both knees to the left. You can let your hip and your sit bones come up off the mat here for this one, and then bringing them across to the right, and then again to the left and across to the right, and keep that movement going. You might like to speed it up a little bit now, really feeling that sit bone massage as well on the mat, especially if you've got floorboards or a harder floor. It can be a nice massage on those sit bones too. Beautiful. And then coming back to lay on your back, tucking your knees in, perhaps rolling around from side to side. You can take hold of your knees, do circles in and out, in and out, and then reversing the direction. And then take any other movement that you need, whatever your body's asking of you. Just spend the next 30 seconds doing that. Noticing those signals that your body is sending you, noticing what it's asking of you. In day-to-day life, we're often so busy running around that we don't notice any of this. We don't notice what we need. We don't notice our body saying, I need water. Or I need food, I'm hungry, because we're so busy. So just spending this time listening to those messages, checking in, being mindful. When you're ready, straightening your legs out along the mat, bringing your left hand to your heart, your right hand to your belly, and noticing again. What sounds can you hear in your environment now? How many layers of sound is there? What can you smell? What can you taste? Can you hear anything within your body? Perhaps you're breathing. What can you feel outside of your body? Can you feel the ground holding you, holding your weight completely, so you can relax completely into it? Can you feel your breath moving through your body, drawing it down to your toes, oxygenating your body? What is your mind doing? Can you notice your thoughts? Can you notice the stillness between your thoughts? Can you notice a sense of calm? Please do continue to stay here being mindful for as long as you have available. When you do come out, continue to be mindful and slow and gradual, slight movement, rolling to one side and then coming up slowly. Thank you so much for flowing with me today. I hope you've enjoyed this bit of time to check out and be mindful, but do remember, you don't have to wait until you're on the yoga mat or you've set aside time. You can incorporate mindfulness into your everyday life, perhaps when you walk to work or in the shower or as you do dishes. You can do it anywhere. There's no need to have your eyes closed. You just need to notice everything that's happening now around you, within you. I hope you've enjoyed today, and I cannot wait to see you again on the mat.